And we're live, and I'm unmuted. Perfect. Perfect. Welcome everyone. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy that I am here, that I can be once again be your host for this little design challenge, or rather this first design stream, but we're working on the challenge, right? If you don't know what this challenge is about, I am hosting a weekly homebrew design challenge over on Reddit, the Daggerheart Reddit, and the Heart of Daggers Discord server. Every week, we are getting an artwork from a already established artist, and they have graciously provided this artwork to us so that we can actually do a little bit of homebrew design with it. And it is a lot of fun, I can tell you. We are already, I think, this week in our 16th iteration. So 16 consecutive weeks we already had with artworks. And what you currently see on screen is the Beowulf that we created last week together with our dear viewers. Because last week, Wednesday, actually was another cool celebration day, not just Daggerheart's first birthday, but also the International Bee Day, the Bee Appreciation Day. That's why I've chosen this beautiful artwork. It's a little bit small. Let's see if I can get it bigger. Ugh. Okay, whatever. Maybe this helps. Not really, but anyways, this is looking like a really fun little bee dog kind of thing. That's why we called it Beowulf, or rather Jaybird had the beautiful idea to call it Beowulf. I was asking for names in the chat, which was a lot of fun. Anyways, this is what we created last week Monday, but this week we have another beautiful artwork. And welcome, Attins. Hello. So happy to have you here. I figured that you must be really busy currently, since you just launched your new supplement, Heartbeat Volume 3. I forgot the full title, Bugs and something. Wait, I can look it up. Bugs and Brambles, exactly. Bugs and Brambles. Congratulations to that. I haven't had the time to look into this yet, since it's basically just released, but I will look into this. All right. Not next. Rather, I was just about to explain where this beautiful image is coming from. Once again, just as last week, we had the honor to get this artwork from Reparatus Art, which you can find them on Blue Sky and Instagram under this name. And as you can see, this time we have this nice illustration of a draconic mail carrier and lots of different birds. When it's too small for you guys, I also have the link for their Instagram page over here. If you want to follow along and want to see this image in a bigger size, go to their Instagram page and increase the size, and then you will definitely see it. I'm once again, thank you, dear Ettins, for coming by and spending your time here with me. That is very appreciated. Anyways, follow this Instagram link to have this image in a larger size. And I have it here in a beautiful large size on my other screen. So if you see myself looking into this direction, this is where my other screen is. So I'm still with you guys, no worries. I'm just looking up other things on this side. And I think I haven't fully decided yet what I want to design with this artwork, with this image. So let's see if, dear viewers, do you have any suggestions? What kind of homebrew we want to do today? Is this supposed to be a adversary, maybe a social adversary, like a mail carrier social adversary that needs a little nudges to fly into the right direction? Do we want to have a environment, perhaps a really busy post office environment? a social environment which the PCs have to navigate to send letters and find the right counter, maybe find the right forms, and this can be something really fun. Or do we want to just, for example, we could make a letter consumable that is kind of fun. I was thinking about that. Competition to your snail mail. Oh yes, true. Wait, snail mail, is this also part of your new supplement? Because I think you publish, or you've shown this somewhere, right? It must be on your Blue Sky post, Blue Sky page. Because like, yeah, you posted it somewhere, exactly. Let me see if you posted it somewhere accessible, because I don't want to compete on that. So I rather look up what you posted with the snail mail, and then I do my own thing. How does that sound? It is currently on your Blue Sky page, but I think you didn't post it here, so probably on Discord, but I don't want to scour Discord now. Anyways, yes, snail mail, exactly. But I mean, this would be the exact opposite than snail mail, right? I think your snail mail was rather a very slow-moving thing, right? Yes, something quick. All right. Wait, I think we're still missing a thing. In one of the earlier streams, we had the discussion: can we already do polls? And I think the answer is, hello, Mari. Hello, Kattenquad. Oh, sorry. I think Kattenquad. That's the way to go. How are you doing today? So nice of you to come by. I think in earlier streams we also wanted to do a poll of like what kind of thing do we want to design, but then we realized we still need exactly 25 followers to do polls on this channel, so we can't. Oh, thank you, Atkins, that you've posted this. That would help. Snail mail. Oh yes, here we go. Guys, all follow this link now and look at what the Atkins did. They did an social adversary, a snail mail. It's also a really beautiful artwork, I must say. Slow and steady, a long-term countdown. That is fun. When anyone utilizes the mail service, activate the countdown. It ticks down when the PCs take a long rest. When it triggers, the package has reached its destination. I mean, 3 long rests is not that bad. It depends on the distance it has to travel, right? Oh, you just got a milkshake. Perfect. I also, last week, I also just bought ice cream so that anytime when I need a milkshake, I can make one. So in theory, you could also make a milkshake now, but not on stream. But yeah, it's quite warm for us here in northwestern Europe. So we need some milkshakes and some cooling down. I don't know, how is it in the US? How's the weather for you guys? All right, so since we can't do polls, my ADHD brain is once again jumping back and forth. I think I have to do it like low tech. You love the idea of a flying dragon delivery service, uprooting the snail mail service from us. Yes. That's fun as well. I mean, this could be a whole NPC faction, for example. So I don't necessarily have to make like adversary environment item or whatever. I can also try to write up an NPC faction with some cool NPCs and perhaps a mechanic of that. Maybe, oh wait, maybe a environment, a very small contained environment with just perhaps 2 or 3 features. And then an NPC faction for that. Options. We got options. I think I'm not so familiar. Cobalt Soul. This sounds like something from Critical Role, or where is this coming from? I think I remember the name from one of their streams or shows or whatever. Ah, I see. So I guess this is Mighty Nine then, Cobalt Soul. Was this the monks or the monastery faction or whatever where Marisha's monk character was from? Got it. Alright. I didn't know that. Yep, true. I agree. The Mighty Nine, the first season, was much better than Vox Machina. Although I don't really enjoy this super goriness of like combat and whatever. It's just so, it feels so out of place. Just to have like these super intense bloody scenes in the middle. And also sometimes, whatever. I'm not going too much into detail into discussions about this now. But it's a great idea. Oh, great. Okay. The IP makes sense. All right, let's make a little poll. And like I'm doing low-tech poll because I can't do real polls. So I will write down a few options, and you just tell me what are your favorites. Okay, right. So first, post office environment. Second, I'm typing it currently in the chat, so don't worry. You will get it when I'm done. Second is a social adversary mail carrier. I cannot type. Good thing. 3. Wait, what else did you write that I can use up? Flying Dragon delivery service. Yeah. Alright, yeah, NPC faction. Why not? Why not this? Or maybe, oh yeah, why not? Why not this? I just had the idea to perhaps create also some kind of companion that you can bond with, and then that is more like that is acting like your messenger in a sense. Mail companion. Okay. These are the 4 options. Post office environment, social adversary mail carrier, NPC faction, or a mail messenger companion, which would probably be like an item. I would probably write it as an item with tons of background where first you have to bond with it, what do you have to do to bond with it? Second, what is its feature or features even when you have bonded with it? Like a strong artifact or something like this. You can vote for all of them, for sure. This is very valid. What else? If you guys want to toss your vote in what we are going to design today, be like 1 and 3. Oh, who know all of the world's secrets? Oh, that is fun. Yes, that is fun. I mean, I think there's nothing like that in Daggerheart yet. At least I've not seen it. Why? I think it would be a cool idea to also create, in terms of a supplement, to create like these NPC factions where you have like a blurb of like what this faction is about. Then you have some notable characters inside of this this faction, and then third, perhaps like one faction feature that they do that like basically all of the NPCs that are part of the faction have. And then, for example, this could be like a little box that GMs could print out and basically stick onto their GM screen and have at their leisure whenever it might come up in a session. I think that could be a really cool idea for a supplement, or rather for a category in different supplements where you would combine adversaries, environments, items, similar to what our Etten Entertainment just did with their next iteration of The Heartbeat Volume 3 that is now available a little bit of a little marketing thing on the side here. All right, so attends you like 1 and 3. That is great. The German Raven, you wanted everything? I mean, yes, everything is a bit out of the scope for this live stream, but I think I like the NPC faction. I think I really like this. Though I can't add this into Heart of Daggers Homebrew, or could I? Because currently what is on stream, exactly what is on screen and stream both actually, is the Homebrew vault from Heart of Daggers with the adversary that we created last week, and when we click Submit Homebrew, by the way, if you don't know Heart of Daggers, and especially not the Homebrew vault, go there. It's the best platform, in my opinion, to actually create Homebrew. It's just beautiful. Yes, we have a new adversary builder in Heart of Daggers. For example, if you go here, and you edit the, you go to the edit page. Then you can immediately, like inside of these stat blocks, make changes. It is just beautiful. For example, if you don't want this to be a passive, you can just put this to what, an active, or this is now a reaction, whatever. You can type here inside of the thing, and most importantly, if you want to adjust everything on the fly, you have now this beautiful little button, change stats to tier. Oh no, now it adjusted all of the stats to basically the tier that I assigned. If I change this to now tier 3 and I press this button, it will adjust all of these numbers again towards the tier, and this is based off the guide from Drakona Press and Right Night to Fight. It's really awesome. You can do everything inside of these stat blocks, and also here I just prepared this page in case I would want to create an environment. I could immediately add a new environment here, call it mail service, passive, and stuff with mail. Do everything inside of this stat block. Hazardous mail. It is just really beautiful. If you need to create Homebrew, I can highly recommend this tool. It's beautiful. Okay, anyways, if I would want to create an NPC faction, I don't have anything here, right? I have adversary ancestries, class community. No, not really. Not yet, at least. I could definitely suggest this to Matt from Heart of Daggers, who is the heart and soul behind the platform. It's really awesome, the work that I put into this, and the speed with which they do changes on this platform is just... And not only that, Heart of Daggers is a marketplace for third-party content where... I'm sorry, I mean, you probably don't mind. Like, it's a AI-free, fully AI-free marketplace for third-party Daggerheart content, where right now you can get Aten Entertainment's new Heartbeat Volume 3 supplement. I don't know what it costs, but you will find it on Aten Entertainment. If you like, just link your stuff in the chat. It's totally fine. Look it up. They just published a new supplement, and even I haven't checked it out yet. $1 right now, seriously. Like your okay, with light I look really bad. Okay, no, wait. Yeah, that is better. $1 launch price. You should get it, guys. That's a steal. Anyways. You guys are very generous. That is beautiful. All right, so let's focus on our Homebrew challenge. There's the link, follow it. So I really like the idea of the NPC faction. So I think let's write up a few funny things about our supposed NPC faction, find some funny NPCs, and make a feature, and then by that create a whole new thing for Daggerheart. Why not? We're doing Homebrew. We're not doing specific homebrew. Anything can be homebrew when it's for Daggerheart. But before, what was it called again? Exactly. I need to swap our view because we don't need the browser and the homebrew vault, but rather we need a little document where we can write in. Let me quickly change this for you all. Where is not you? I'm a pro in OBS. I'm just trying to switch to another thing. All right. Give me a minute. I'm doing something on the side. Quick stuff. Really fun. And I want to. Why can't I? Application. Give me the application. I want an application. Yes. How are you all doing? Hope you're having fun. By the way, is someone feeling inspired by this image and also joining in the homebrew creation process for this week? If you feel like it, join me and also create something based on this image. Display capture, that's what I was looking. Wow, okay. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. I'm a pro. That is weird. My little thing is not showing. Nope, that's not it. That wasn't it. Sure, if you, I'm just trying to. Wait, display capture is not working. Window capture. Why is window capture not working? This should actually work. No. Okay, I'm very sorry for this delay and this stupidity here right now. So that you don't wait. Let me do it like this. I'm going quickly on a break, but I'm not on a break. I'm just trying to figure this out, and you guys will see a beautiful little break screen where you're not getting, we're not seeing all of this little weird shit that I'm doing right now. See you in a bit. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. I am back, and now there we go. Nope. I learned my lesson. Not. Anyways, here we are. Finally, we are back, and we have a image. Finally, took me way too long, I can say. But we are able to type something. And Ettins, what did you write? The dragon requires many resources to work properly. If they get overheated, the service slows down. Oh yeah, that that is fun. So you suggested to build an adversary instead? Sure, I can do that as well. Which I'm now conflicted again. Do I want to build an adversary or no? I think I stick to the NPC faction idea and start working on this now. All right, so we want to make an NPC faction. Let's get this bigger, which is basically a draconic mail delivery service. So we need tons of funny names for that. And my idea is, the initial idea is that we write up. Let's find some homes for our male secretaries. Exactly. So I want to have an overview, obviously, like what is this mail service about. Then notable NPCs, so that perhaps who is running this this whole thing? Do we have maybe a second in command? Do we have some notable messengers that have all their own perks or quirks rather? That can be really fun. And then I would like to have a feature, an NPC faction feature. Something like exactly what Etten Entertainment just wrote, that the messengers might require too many resources, and then if they're not having that, or if they have to deliver too quickly, so like for example express deliveries have the chance that they overheat and the message is getting destroyed, for example, could be. This could be a fun feature, so that also this feature could be a prompt for the GM to know what to play off of. So yeah, let me quickly write this down just so that I have it. Express deliveries are done extremely fast, but run the chance of overheating the messenger and destroying the mail. So that perhaps we could make like a roll out of this. For example, make a fate roll. On a 1, the message is getting destroyed, like something like this. No, wait, fate roll is when you roll both of your dice. So just roll your hope dice. On a 1, the mail is destroyed. Something like this. I will work on this later, a bit better. All right, so we have a NPC faction that is basically made up of dragons. But do we want small dragons, large dragons? I don't think that these. No, I think this is probably like lesser dragons, smaller dragons. How can you, what can you call smaller dragon factions? Not to insult the larger ones, or also not the smaller ones. Fate of duality dice. I don't know why this didn't use this more instead of fate. Just a roll, whichever wins, coin flip style. Fate of duality dice. Oh yeah, I mean just to call this like this, yeah. Baby dragons. Baby dragons. Ah, yep. Burns with hope gets there. Mm-hmm. I think they also need another feature. Like this is all fun. This is something negative, but I think a positive feature would be cool as well. I mean, obviously delivering messages fast That's a very good feature. But I think this should also cost something. Ooh, should we make? Oh, yes. Costs something like this. So, for example, are they open for buy? Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. To bribe them, to fly into dangerous territory or so. Because what I was about to do is this. A normal, what is a normal, like, small mail costs 1 handful of gold. Express mail costs 1 bag of gold. Or rather, wait, why is this not? Oh, come on, whatever. No, wait, we're doing this. This is, no, let's do it like this. Handful of gold, you get either small mail delivery until next long rest. And for a bag of gold, you get this express mail until the same day express mail. Here we go. Same day express mail, and also bribe to fly into dangerous territory. Yeah, exactly. Territory. If you think I'm dyslexic or something, I think I'm not, but I will still write so much wrong, so bear with me. So, what did you write again? It might cost a secret of what they are sending. Wait, what? Bribe to not open and learn the secret. Bribe? Oh, I love that. For another handful of gold, they won't open the letter. Do they offer an extra gift wrapping service? Oh, yes! I love that. Offer extra gift wrapping. This is worth a handful, right? Maybe. Oh, wait. Another bag of gold could be like, maybe they are not offering just the message, like the messaging of the delivery of the package or whatever, but also like a special celebration, like a little party dance or whatever. They might sing to the person that they. What are these called again? Like singing messages or something like this, or singing a human birthday card or something like this. Right, do not open. Do they offer an extra gift wrapping service too? I just okay. Maybe the PCs can grease palms to learn of a secret the faction might know. Gift wrapping might be the service to make sure no faction member opens the package. True. Singing telegram. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Extra service. Singing telegram. No, don't worry. I will actually I will put the idea with that they are not only a delivery service but also basically a provider of secrets. I will put this in there that that they also gather secrets, because that is really cool. I love that feature. Not just provider of mail service or mailing service, but rather also like an intelligence network. That is fun. We should find a fun name of that where this all intermingles, like a intelligence network, draconic mail delivery service, something that reflects both of this. Do we want? I think I would want something, an option for a chest of gold, Might be. I mean, that is obviously extremely expensive, but perhaps. Let's see. Oh, you mean special gift wrapping that is only unfolding with the right kind of recipient to make sure that that the person where the delivery goes to is actually the right one. It's not getting opened by anyone else. That is cool. When it opens, it sings. Yes. Offer extra gift wrapping, but I would say offer extra gift wrapping, non-magical gift wrapping, because I'm putting this here. Offer magical gift wrapping that only unfolds when the delivery, I think is the word, when the right gets the gift. No, that sounds so wrong. Of a magical gift wrapping only unfolds with the right person. Whatever, I will work on this later. Extra option to sing on opening. That is fun. All right, so for Chest of Gold, I thought that we might want to do something like gain access to the whole networks, or to the whole company's resources for a day or so. For example, buy yourself the services of all of these flying messaging spies, maybe, to gather secret information. That is indeed true, yes. Perhaps when, like, make a secret layer that that can only be found out when the PCs are really sneaky and understand what this whole service is about. That is a really fun faction, yes. Says to the company's resources for a whole day. Thank you, spell checking Google grammar thingy. Since I'm German, I definitely need this. Gain access to the company's resources for a whole day, but then we have to define that either they don't know that it's an intelligence network, then they basically just send out messages or whatever. Mail service or spy service. If the PCs learned the secret sauce. That's fun. That is fun. Then I think we don't need extra features here than having just one feature where with the chance of overheating them, totally fine, because then I think that is fun enough. You know what? I just realized this could be, if completely worked out, this could be a really nice little free addition for the Daggerheart community. Maybe because, for example, what Jack Panic from Dungeon Club is doing, they are having these beautiful, I think they're called, okay, now I'm not sure. Wait, you are, wait, Ettins, your thing is called Heartbeat. Exactly, your thing is called Heartbeat because Dungeon Club has this this collection of also free things, but it's also something called with heart something. Let me look this up real quick. But Heartbreaker, here we go. Heartbreaker, here we go. That's where I got confused. Which is a collection of also little things, little additions, supplements for Daggerheart, which are completely free. There's awesome stuff in there. I can tell you right now. Perhaps I can give you the link to that if you want to have a look at that, if you don't know about it already. Here's the link. Perhaps this could be something that I can also like edit, layout, and bring out for the community. This would be cool. But anyways, let's continue with this. All right, so we have a couple of options for how the PCs could spend gold. Small mail delivery, handful of gold. do I want to make the differentiation between 1 handful of gold, 2 handfuls of gold? I think I will just write X handfuls of gold, and then the GM can decide. Larger parcel delivery until next long rest. Small mail or letter, rather. Letter, nope. Rather a letter delivery. Draconic. Do we want to? I think let's go with Drakona. Let's call them all Drakona. It's sort of like a playmat, if you will, like a menu diner. Yes, exactly. For example, in the Heartbreaker supplement, there's also something really fun, which is basically if you know the legend of Baba Yaga and her enchanted hut, which is basically where she fused her chicken or one of her chickens with a hut, and now it's like a huge as walking hut chicken hybrid that is walking around. This is also Dungeon Club also published as part of Heartbreakers. All right, it's called the Wandering Tavern. They also have a little menu of things that you can buy inside of this hub with different amounts of gold that can give you then certain abilities, certain features in the next sessions, which is super fun. So similar to that, yes, just like a menu. Large mail delivery company made up of Drakona. I don't want to make them racist. What do you mean? But maybe are they original OGs created? Oh yeah. No, that makes sense. The CEO is a Drakona. Of course. I mean, sure thing. A Drakona, maybe wait, a Drakona-led mail delivery company. Operating for a century now. Inclusive. Okay. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to make them racist. Okay, inclusive sounds definitely more fitting. Yeah. Drakona-led mail delivery company operating for a century now. They hold different outposts in all major cities. Make it as broad as possible so that it can fit different settings. They hold many outposts in all major cities. I think I will write this overview later because as I already mentioned last time, I don't feel super confident in my writing skills, and I need to think 2 or 3 or 5 times about my sentences before I write them down. So I think the overview I will create later. But now let's work a bit on our notable NPCs. So we already mentioned that we have a Drakona CEO. Do we want them? Wait, I think Drakona is written with a K, right, in the book? Is it a K or C? Let's see. Not the classes. Who else is quicker? Drakona, it's a K. Okay, I was quicker. Drakona CEO. What would be a fun name for that? Who is leading the charge? Do we have maybe some kind of draconic name generators? Please, draconic name generator, inspire me. Hmm. Yeah, we definitely need Jay for this, yeah. They are really great when it comes to names. Or perhaps we can also just think about a few quirks or stereotypes, or maybe something to define this NPC so that the GM has an idea what they're about. Ta-da! Personality quirks. Something that nods to mails or messages would be cool for a name. Yeah, true. Yes. I mean, I'm all about puns. Perhaps the CEO built the company that his grandfather already started, but it's not a company. Back then it was just his grandfather was delivering mail, and now he just made a big business out of it. Yep. The stamp is a good idea. Maybe as like a maybe as like a nickname for that guy. Drakona the stamp. Drakona the stamp. Is this enough? That's probably enough. Drakona CEO. And what would be the name for that? Do we want them to be a little bit more annoying? So like authoritarian, that they're leading the company with an iron thumb or something? You're googling puns and came across the post with the most, made me giggle. True. The postest or the mostest? The postest with the mostest. That is cool. We can think about later also about like taglines for this company. That would be really fun. Maybe this could be a tagline. Keep calm and carry mail. Oh, I love that as well. That is fun. I mean, this can be more like a employee tagline. So like every morning when the company starts their day, they all collectively shout, "Keep calm and carry mail." Mailicious fun. Yeah. All right. Authoritarian. What is the word? Oh god. Oh, I was right. But no, this sounds so wrong. No, I don't want this. No, I think I want a nice. I think I want to have a charming CEO, so that the image that this is actually a secret spy network is basically hide. They all hide behind their really charming CEO. I love that. But then I want a better name than Drakona. And I'm just looking up lists of draconic names now, but I mean, usually draconic names, these are made for like the super strong dragon. It's an all-male world, yes. Norbert, Arrow, Smaug, exactly now. What these are? How many? These are just pop culture pop culture dragon names. That is boring. Oh, I love that. That sounds fun. Bernard. That sounds very non-violent. Bernard the Stamp. Stampington. I don't know. An envelope a day keeps the sadness away. Oh my god, that's cool. Ah. That is very fun. Overview, secret. Only very few know. The company is a secret intelligence network. Reading the mail they are delivering. And trading in their secrets. Ba-ba-ba. So Bernard Stampington, because then it makes sense that they are called the Stamp. Let's give them he, him. Drakona CEO, quirks, other personality. Charming. Dear Jemmy, I think there's someone who wants to get kicked out of the chat. This is very silly, but I just had the idea that they offer different packaging for different purposes. Like you sent a romantic letter that would package it differently than an official letter. That makes sense. Like themed packaging. This could be also made for they offer extra non-magical gift wrapping or themed packaging. This can be easily placed in here. I like that. That is cool. That is cool. Alright, so wait, we had X bags of gold, X handfuls of gold. I was looking at notable NPCs. Bernard the Stamp Stampington. Maybe Stompington, that sounds fun. He is charming. What other words? Accommodating. Is accommodating the right word that I'm looking for? Yeah, why not? I'm really bad with like adjectives, finding it, like getting them on the spot. If some of you have a really cool idea, on doesn't even need to be a cool idea, a fun thing for another notable NPC of this faction, please let me know. Secrets. Hostess with the mostest, keep climbing, carry on. An envelope a day keeps the sadness away. I mean, these can all be fun taglines. Notable NPC, Bernard the Stamp Stompington, he, him. Did I write this wrong? I don't know. I probably missed an M. Okay, you're better. Personality quirks. What could be his quirk? Maybe he has... maybe he always has to tell jokes or something. I mean, that is very boring as a quirk. Right. Internet, give me links with fun quirks. Useful character quirks, exactly. Tell me. There we go. What would be a fun little character quirk? Maybe. Oh yeah, right. I mean, that is talks very loudly. Does not have a silent organ. I like that as well. Talks very loudly all the time. Company first. I would say that even though they are charming and accommodating, that they will always put the company first, like the company's interests, which would also make sense that actually he's the mastermind behind the intelligence networks, this intelligence network as well. That is fun. Very fun. Charming, accommodating company first. I think that should be enough for our little Bernard. Let's try to find another notable NPC of this fun little draconic mail delivery service. Why is he running the network? That is a good question. I mean, I alluded to earlier that, or I didn't allude to it. I mean, I made it up on the spot that perhaps his grandfather already started this company and now he's following in his footsteps. Maybe in the beginning it was really just a mail delivery service, but nowadays it grew into this secret, this intelligence network, like a secret spy network. Maybe they saw that in the mailing business there wasn't as much money as in the spy networks or spy business, so that's why they pivoted. All right, let's find a courier. A simple courier who is maybe, we want to have an exclusive, right? So let's make it a ferry courier. But what kind of ferry? A flying ferry, of course. Maybe he prevented a coup once and now he feels responsible for keeping people safe with questionable methods. That is cool. Oh, that is cool. Let's add motivation. I like that. I like that a lot. That is cool. Bernard once prevented a coup. I just want to write something that it goes back to the information that you learned by doing this mail delivery service. Exactly. Bernard once prevented a coup via the information he gained while delivering messages. Now he feels... I'm just taking this as you wrote because it's really great. If it's fine by you. Now he feels responsible for keeping everyone yeah, why not, safe, ignoring the highly questionable methods they are employing. Silly ideas are usually the best. I like that. So, Bernard once prevented a coup via the information he gained while delivering messages. Now he feels responsible for keeping the people safe, ignoring the highly questionable methods they are employing. Great! That is fun. That is very fun. I like that. Thank you. Drakona CEO. Notable NPCs. Let's make this a little nicer. Just so that we all can follow along a little bit better. Ching, ching, you are my title. Alright, now we want a ferry courier that also have a personality and a quirk. But I think before I start working on this fairy career, I will have a tiny little break. If you want, just real quick, we can just summarize what we're doing. So currently we're working on this week's design homebrew challenge by we got inspired by this little image that is on screen, which shows this really cool draconic mail delivery. And we just thought that we wanted to prepare an NPC faction that is basically that is consisting of, or rather run by Drakona. But there are many other ancestries as well that also are the couriers of it. It's very inclusive. And we are currently creating some notable NPCs. So if you guys have some ideas for other really fun, or maybe not fun, but rather cool NPCs that could be part of this club, let me know. While I'm having a little break, just give me 2 or 3 minutes, then I will be back. See you soon. And we are back. Hello, hello. What did I miss? Da. Interesting. I just saw that I think I don't see my whole chat anymore. That is cool. Why do I not see the whole chat anymore? Now I see my whole chat anymore. Hello, hello, raving puppy. Thank you for coming by. Couriers like roadrunners. Oh, that is fun as well, yeah? Oh. Oh. No, wait. Roadrunners are birds. I was just thinking for the ferry if there could be also a roadrunner. But I mean, why not? No, wait. Now I'm confused. I actually never looked into this. Are actually roadrunners... Are they flightless birds? Or can they fly? That is really fun. I just learned that roadrunners in Germany, or in German, are called Rennkuckucke. Rennkuckucke? Wow. So basically translated, a running cuckoo. Interesting. Today we learn. Are they flightless though? I don't think so. Long-legged bird, blah blah blah. Oh no, they are they're completely flightless and much longer. Oh no. Ah, okay. Oh, they are closely related to ostriches. Interesting. Neat. All right. So no, keep it a fairy. What fun. Maybe a bee. I just like a bee. Yes, make it a bee. A bee type fairy. A bee fairy courier. What personality could they have? What is this? Maybe they are like really jittery, fast. They basically come in, just give you a letter, say goodbye real quick, and then fly away. Jittery, is this actually a word? I think it is, right? Oh yeah, jittery. I mean, this can also be a quirk, right? Maybe they can be a bit like they have a low confidence in themselves, or rather they are a bit clumsy is the word I was looking for. Clumsy sounds fun. Oh wait. Now we make a bumblebee. Now we make a clumsy bumblebee that is basically hitting its head and its butt into other people while delivering mail. I like that. That is so fun. Jittery, clumsy, and maybe I like that narcoleptic. That they sometimes just fall asleep. That is already enough for me as a GM to have this. What could be their motivation though of this bumblebee fairy courier? Are they in it for the money? Ooh, hello. Thanks for coming by, Eventualize Ed. No worries. Just lurk as long as you like. That is awesome. Thank you for coming by and accompanying me in this little design stream. Currently what we're doing is we are designing an NPC faction that is led by Drakona, or rather I think we decided that it was basically built by a group of Drakona, but now they're so inclusive they let anyone in, kind of. And in secret, which is not known, in secret, they are a intelligence or spy network. Really fun. Currently, we're working on notable NPCs, and we have this little bumblebee fairy courier, which is in the field delivering mail or packages, parcel. What could be their motivation? Maybe it's a side job. Maybe it's a side hustle. Their main hustle is basically visiting as many flowers as possible. Or maybe rather, I would say since it's a big bumblebee side hustle, because they really like to travel, and as a side hustle they deliver mail and parcels to different areas. Oh yeah, that's fun. Our little bumblebee. They're avid travelers and adventurers and have this courier job as a side hustle. What is their name? We need a fun name for a bumblebee fairy. Or what are you writing? Jimmy Raven, you write, maybe they try to collect as many different types of pollen as possible, so they take every excuse to fly to somewhere new. That can be fun. Oh, they are pollen. They're like pollen nerds or pollen geek, because they have a connection of different pollen. There are a pollen fanatic. No, fanatic sounds too harsh. Pollen nerd collecting specimen from all over the world, and then they have this courier job as a side hustle to earn a bit of gold. While hunting for rare pollen. That is really fun. That is so cool. Raving puppy. They always steal flour to keep for themselves. Yes? Maybe. Yes? That sounds fun as well. There are pollen nerds. There are pollen. Oh, right. We wanted a name for the bumblebee. Fun fact: the scientific name for the genus of bumblebee is Bombus. I just love this. It is so fun. Bombus is basically the perfect name to describe any kind of bumblebees, in my opinion. Perhaps we could. Oh yeah, Bombus. Perhaps like something that Bumble. A name. Bumble. Something fun. Why am I blanking currently? Wait. Bee names. Yeah, exactly. Give me a few bee names, Reddit. Tell me. Bob Bumble. Ugh, that sounds too boring. Bee Columbus. Yeah, no. Okay. You lost just Reddit post. I will take another one. Bob. Yeah, but in Bob, yes. Just Bob. Maybe something that is close to Bob, because we have a little spider in our kitchen that is basically living in one corner of the kitchen, and it has a little nest or something under a piece of rug, and this spider is really nice. We have a rule in our home so that every time we see a spider, it is either on the run moving about, trying to hunt stuff. When it's on the run, we bring it outside. We catch it in a little glass, bring it outside into our garden. But all of the spiders that are stationary and that are not moving, they are allowed to stay. So the one that is living in our kitchen that is stationary, this one we just called Bobsh. And that's why I want to avoid Bob for now, because this guy already has it. Bee names, you say? Balthazar, Beatrix, Bulb, or Bulb is good. Bull, Beauregard. Probably spelled that wrong. Bow. Oh, Bow. I mean, Bow is great. Bow is very short. Bow. I like Bow, but perhaps we can give him a longer name. So like Bow is just the short name. Why not Beauregard? Beauregard? No, we already have Bernard, so Bartholomew. Bartholomew. Bow in short. Did I miss the Beauregard? No, I mean Beauregard is yes. Wait, but we already have Bernard, so I rather stay clear of this. Chip. Bartholomew. Bow. The third. Here we go. now our little bumblebee is royalty. Bartholomew Bow the third. They're a pollen nerd. They are a pollen nerd collecting specimens from all over the world. They have this career job as a side hustle to earn a bit of gold while hunting for rare pollen. I love this. This is fun. Can we get one other NPC? One other NPC. Who or what could this be? Maybe someone who is working, maybe a contracts person, maybe a spy? A sloth. Oh right. Oh, you mean yeah, I know, from Zoomania or Zootopia, whatever it was called in whatever the original name is. I think Zootopia is the original title. Exactly, because Zootopia is called Zoomania in German, which is fun. Anyways, delays any important packages that has to get on the road. Yes. I mean, sure, let's do this. Sloth caseworker or what, or employee? Sloth employee. Giant sloth employees. Wait, what were they called again? Giant sloths. They had a fun name, I think. Ground sloths? No, did they not have a different name? Because like a couple of thousand years ago, there were giant sloths still roaming the earth. 12,000 years ago, sorry. They they got extinct 12,000 years ago. Was it this? Anyways, there were giant sloths, so they were really fun. I wonder if you can make a sloth that has a progress countdown that never... Yeah. A feature where... I mean, sure, we can give little features to our employee, to our NPCs, so that we are not making... Oh my god, this thing is getting bigger and bigger. I love it. That is cool. That is cool. I love that. Okay. Giant sloth employee feature. Casework. Casework. Never ends. Something like this. Passive. When the PCs start talking to the sloth, start a progress countdown. Or Let's make it a standard progress count. No. Do we want a standard? No. When does it tick down and when will it never end? Why does it never end? Wait, should we do? I mean, this sounds stupid. The PCs may spend a hope to encourage the sloth to work quicker, ticking the countdown. Countdown by 1. Do we want this countdown to actually never end? Or do we want it to, like we could, for example, give the sloth, for example, like 3 or 4 stress, and then they can mark a stress to prevent this ticking down, for example. 1 step forward, 2 steps back somehow, yes. I'm not sure it's the best mechanic, but I would love to have my PCs just give it up because it can't go down, yes. You know what? Let's make this a reaction. Because reactions are just optional features, right? I don't want to make it too complicated. It's a loop that just keeps going on itself. True. 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 Wait, I've got just the idea for that. When the PCs start talking to this to the sloth employee, start a progress countdown to see when their case is finished. Whatever, I will rewrite this later, because the PC may spend a hope to encourage the sloth to work quicker, ticking down the countdown by 1. When the countdown triggers, reveal that the sloth has worked on another case instead. Start the progress countdown anew. And by not saying if this will ever lead to the PCs getting their case worked at, this will just loop. Did I just wrote countdown down? That is just so me. When it triggers, the countdown restarts. Exactly. Don't build in what happens when it triggers besides... Great. That's exactly what I said. Exactly. Here we go. That is really fun. Okay. Let's find a different name than Flash, what they did in Zootopia. Sloth names. Fun sloth names. Where's Jay if you need them? Most fitting and clever sloth names. Yeah, true. Slowpoke. Yeah, no. Lazy traffic jam. What creeper? What is this? That's just Zippy. I think I like Zippy. But it is definitely a nickname. Zespin. Zespin Slowburn. This is stupid. What do you guys think about this name? Jespin Slowburn, our giant sloth employee. who has the passive feature. When the PC starts talking to the sloth employee, we found the name now, the Zippy, when the PC start talking to Zippy, start a progress countdown to see when their case is getting finished. The PCs may spend a hope. That is so annoying. To encourage the sloth to work quicker, ticking down the countdown by 1. When the countdown triggers, reveal that the sloth has worked on another case instead. Start the progress countdown anew. That is so mean and so fun. Do I need to? Because I as a GM would feel very bad if I basically just extorted 4 hope out of my characters. I mean, 4 hope is not that bad. I was just thinking if I want to give the hope back afterwards, to write it in. The PCs regain their hope by realizing they won't get what they want to have. Oh, they won't get with this employee. Huh. 4 hope is not that bad. I will keep it as it is right now. 4 hope doesn't sound too bad. You know what would be fun? As like a personality, that they are really short-tempered. But like, what does short-tempered mean for someone who is so darn slow? That they might basically get super annoyed when the PCs are trying to speed up things. But they're getting annoyed by people that try to speed things up. And the PCs don't realize that they are still like working on orders from 5 other customers. That is fun. So, what other personality quirk should they get? Very slow thinking. Slow thinking, is this a personality thing? I was just looking up what I could call this. Unhurried. I mean, they are definitely not getting so easily stressed out. Not easily stressed out. I mean, but then short-tempered, no. Unhurried. And a quirk. I think that should be enough. And as a motivation, they are in it for the money. Excuse me, I hope my microphone cut this out, my little cough. They are in it for the money, but perhaps I was thinking that maybe they are not actually slow, but what they're doing on the side is sorting secret information, right? Since we have this mail delivery company that is actually like a secret intelligence network, that what they're doing is they're shifting all around. So actually they're super fast, but they just basically play the role of this very... No, stop it, Azu. You're now forcing secrets onto characters. I'm just writing this here. They're in it for the money. I'm not so sure what I want to do currently. Zespin, slow burn, Zippy. They are secretly handling the information exchange and do not have any motivation to work quickly on the, how would it say, like the the front loaded or the front side business or whatever, the front, like their alibi of mail delivery. Work efficiently on the mail service business. Great, love this. Now we have a feature, casework never ends. Or rather, let's find a better name for this. Maybe they have a family to feed? Oh sure, they definitely have one. To feed a large family, here we go. But then on the side, they are also the main handler of information exchange in this network. Casework never ends. Passive. What was it that you wanted? Basically a question which Zippy is asking the PCs, though. I just finished this. What did you want, actually? What was it that you wanted? He gets a rush when he delivers mail and then goes berserk for 1 minute. That is a fun thing. Wait, we can maybe use this for a little feature for both Bartholomew, Bow or Bumblebee. I like that. So for example, if they see a pollen that they didn't... Alright, now, okay. I think I'm mainly done with Zespin. Let's define a feature for Bow. For our little Bartholomew, Bow the Third, our Bumblebee Fairy Courier. They are a pollen nerd, just quickly to summarize again. Collecting specimens from all over the world. They have this courier job as a side hustle to earn a bit of gold while hunting for rare pollen. And now let's make them pollen zerker. No, not berserker. Berserker. I keep this berserker thing for another thing. Pollen zerker, which is then a reaction. So they go berserk. Let's say, or pollen rush. Maybe not. I don't want to call it zerker. Pollen rush. When Bow or Poe? Bow. I think we call him Bow, exactly. When Bow... I just realized we still need some pronouns. Let's make it they, them for Bow. When Bow... getting... Okay, maybe I can let you into my thinking process. Currently, what I want to do is a reaction where when PCs are basically giving Bow information or already directly pollen from a plant that they are searching for, that they are still need for their collection, that they become especially quick, that they get into this berserker state, and they can deliver especially quickly something, or they help the PCs in some way. I would like that. But how do I write this? When bow... Hmm. They enter a state of... They become... Rush. They become... pollen crazed. Do we want to make this? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's make this a new condition. They become pollen crazed. While pollen crazed, they will deliver mail until the end of the day. So it's basically express mail, which we defined. Wait, where? Here we go. Which is same day express mail, but rather they don't have to pay for this. They basically just give Bo what they are searching for, rare pollen, and then they can get same day express delivery. Exactly. While pollen crazed, Bo offers same day express delivery without its associated gold cost. That's fine. This seems fine to me. I like that. That is a nice little nod to both obsession and the other thing that we defined down here. That is cool. All right, all right. So Zippy. Zippy also needs... I think Zippy would definitely not care what he's called. Is Zippy a she? We don't have a... Do we need... No, we have a they. I think let's make Zippy a she. Zespin, Slowburn. Now that sounds a little bit more female, maybe. Zespin, Slowburn. They are in it for the money. They feed their large family. They are actively handling information exchange and do not have any motivation to work efficiently on the mail service business. I like that. Now we have a pollen rush reaction. This is a reaction or passive? I think it's a reaction. Whatever. It doesn't need to be that important. Let's find a little feature for our Bernard. Our CEO, Bernard the Stamp Stompington, a Drakona CEO of our company that we still have undefined, like the name is still undefined. Its personality is charming, accommodating company first, talks very loudly at all times. Bernard, their motivation. Bernard once prevented a coup via the information he gained while delivering messages. Now he feels responsible for keeping the people safe, ignoring the highly questionable methods they are employing. Let's give him a feature. What could be a fun feature for Bernard? The Stamp Stompington. I was just thinking at another thing that we could add. It's like rumors, but I mean, maybe a GM guidance about this would be fun. Because I don't like, we can't have specific rumors because they're so specific to the table. But no, I don't think I will make up specific rumors to add. Perhaps we could add a bribe here to like appeal to the company firstness of Bernard, so that the PCs may offer a bribe. Or rather, I could add a feature where the PCs can gain the information from this dude that it is actually a spy network and not a mail delivery service. I'm not so convinced right now. By the way, since I'm thinking about this, is someone else inspired by this picture and maybe trying to homebrew something for themselves, or joining the little homebrew challenge this week? Well, please let me know if you are, and what you are preparing. That would be fun. Oh, something maybe with the stamp. Bernard the Stamp Stompington? Maybe Bernard has a really strong stomp attack because of his name, Stompington. That he can be used in a better picture of it. You mean a larger picture? Of course, yes. I can send the. Here we go. This is the link to the Instagram post where you can see it in a larger size. Wrap up the PC and send them off to the next town. Oh, you mean offer an extra service to send a whole PC as a package? That sounds fun. That sounds really fun. That is cool. That is cool. What is this? Do they need to convince him to be wrapped up as a package? Do they need to or succeed on a presence roll? Do they need to bribe him? If he gets mad, they wake up in a container. Nice. Nice. Depending on that is fun. That is really fun. I would say then they can bribe him with a bag of gold to send the PCs, to send one or more PCs via their delivery service to another location. And whether or not they make it to the location they actually wanted to go to depends on the attitude that Bernard has towards the PCs. So how did they behave in front of him? That is really fun. That is really cool. I like that. That is a really fun feature. I will write this down. Fast travel is perfect and hilarious. Have to trust affection. This could lead to being sent right to the bad guy's doorsteps. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. I love that. Fast travel. Let's go like this. Fast travel, which is passive. The PCs may convince Bernard to get packaged up, to get wrapped up as a package. Nope. Ew. Wrapped up as a package and sent to a location of their choice. The this either costs 1 bag of gold or I would say a very high presence roll. Excuse me for my coughing. This either costs 1 bag of gold or a successful presence roll. 18. That seems high. Which gets easier the higher the PCs in level are. This either costs 1 bag of gold straight or a successful presence roll. At the end of no, I think I don't want to define when this PC package is getting delivered. This is up to the GM then. Whether or not the PCs are getting delivered to the right location depends on the attitude the company towards the PCs. I like that. That is so fun. The PCs may convince Bernard to be wrapped up as a package and sent to the location of their choice. This either costs 1 bag of gold or a successful a PC or the whole party. A PC or the whole party may convince Bernard to be wrapped up as a package and sent to a location of their choice. This either costs 1 bag of gold or a successful presence roll. Whether or not the PCs are getting delivered to the right location depends on the attitude of the company or Bernard towards the PCs. I like that. That is really cool. That is really cool. All right. So we have 3 NPCs. We have Bernard, the stamp Stompington, a Drakona CEO, Bartholomew Bow III, a Bumblebee Ferry Courier. We have Zespin, Zippy Slowburn, a giant sloth employee. That seems fine. Seems 3 employees seems fine to me. Notable NPCs. Then we have costs, basically a menu. Let's go over that again. For a couple of handfuls of gold, you can get a letter delivery until the next long rest. Until the end of the next long rest. Or no, that's fine. You can have letter delivery, a parcel delivery, which would probably be then two handfuls. But this remains in the discretion of the GM, how many handfuls they want to ask of their players. They won't open the letter to read. They won't read the letter. Cost another extra handful. They offer extra non-magical gift wrapping or a themed packaging, which is really fun as well. For a couple of bags of gold, they can get same-day delivery, or they can same-day express mail. A bribe to fly into dangerous territory. Extra service, a singing telegram. I think this is too expensive. This is too expensive. I will put the singing telegram here. Here we go. Singing telegram. Bribe to fly into dangerous territory. Another offer magical gift wrapping that only unfolds with the right person. Extra option to sing. Extra option for singing telegram. Singing telegram. For chest of gold, you can gain access to the whole company's resources for a whole day, either to the mail delivery, to the mail service, or if the PCs already know of the S.P.I.E. network service, they can use this as well, which is very strong. That's why costs of a chest are super high for that. And we also have a feature just for the whole company, which I'm not so sure about anymore. If there is express delivery, they are very dangerous because the couriers can are flying too quickly and can overheat. And when they overheat, there's a chance that the mail is getting destroyed. So when they ask for express delivery, they need to roll the hope die, and on a 1, the mail is destroyed. Thank you very much for coming around, and have a good one. So nice of you to have and to come by. Express delivery. No, I think I keep this for now. Extra feature, but I might write this somewhere else. I think it's fine. Yeah, this is fine. All right, so we have a little tagline. Okay, the big ticket item that we still need, and I know it is already on my count, 5 o'clock, and we are nearly streaming for 2 hours already, so I'm going to wrap it up. Because my voice is getting hoarse. You might hear this. Let me cough a bit. Let's try to wrap this up. We need a name for our little NPC faction, our little company, our draconic mail delivery company, secret intelligence service. What can we get? Trying to look up some fun names. The enveloping reach. That's a start. That's a start. That's fine. I mean, really good names need some time and some effort, but let's write it down. Let's gather a few ideas. Enveloping reach. Smoke wing couriers. That sounds fun. The Amber Dispatch. Oh, you know, I really like Dispatch. I really like Dispatch. This is cool. Something Dispatch. Something Dispatch. Scaled Dispatch, Smokewing, the Gilded Dispatch, Drakona Dispatch. But to keep it inclusive, I want to leave out anything Drakona related. The Winged, the Scaled Dispatch, Scaly Dispatch. You know what? Are there? I was thinking to have like an acronym, like this is too on the nose, but like when the acronym of this company would be SPI, S-P-I. If we find words for S-P and Y, but I think this would be way too on the nose. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to have maybe an acronym that is spy or intelligence gathering related, that we then find words for that are basically just fitting to the mail delivery. So that for the whole name is mail delivery, the acronym spells out spy. What are there? Spy related short words or so. Maybe some synonyms. Mole, no. Operative. I mean, mole. Something mole. dispatch. Flash scale dispatch, maybe. Flash sale, flash scale, flashy scale. Because I'm not so sure about this whole mode thing currently. Or S.P.I.E.D, so you can include dispatch. Oh! Oh! I like the way you think. I like the way you think. S.P.I.E.D is awesome. S.P.I.E.D is awesome. Let's find some. Let's find some things. Dispatch. This can be professional. Professional, speedy, professional, maybe speedy something. Speedy, professional. IE. Huh. Envelope dispatch? No. Information. Because I mean, no, information 2 sounds too much. Express. Yeah. We're getting there. I. Speedy, professional, I something. We need information express dispatch. Information? I mean, a letter is basically information, or... Inclusive, yeah. There we go. We're at inclusive again. Do we have a synonym for letter? That is I. No, we don't. Junk maker. Yeah, no, it's J, not an I. In-house. In-house express dispatch. Speedy professional in-house Dispatch is also I mean, yeah, sure, why not? No, in-house. Ideal, impressive, incredible express dispatch. Oh yes, please, let's do this. Speedy, professional, incredible express dispatch. Independent. Oh, independent is great. Independent is great. Professional, independent. That is great. Yes, I like independent. That's great. Thank you very much, Jeremy Raven. You basically carried this on your shoulders. This is the speedy, professional, independent, express dispatch. And they take great, they basically words, where are words? They insist, there's the word I was looking for. They insist that they keep this long name so that no one realizes what their short acronym actually is. That is cool. That is very cool. Yes. Yes. That is cool. That is cool. Speedy, professional, independent express dispatch. Let's say they call themselves the dispatch in short. If people want to have something short, the dispatch. The dispatchers. Let's have like this, the dispatchers. So that we don't come into any kind of territory with this very awesome dispatch game. Or Henry's dispatch newsletter. Alright, this is very fun. Thank you so much. So, do we want to also decide on a tagline? A tagline for our little mail delivery thing. We have these. The postest with the mostest, keep calm and carry mail, and an envelope a day keeps the sadness away. Any votes? What do you guys prefer? 1, 2, 3, or anything else? Keep calm and carry mail? Yes. That is really fun. 2 or 3, he said. I think I like this because this hides really nicely their real intentions. It is a bit long, but I don't care. I mean, we can make it shorter, right? Let's make it like this. A letter a day keeps sadness away. So that basically people are getting encouraged to send letters every day to not get sad. This seems very corporate. I think I'm going with this. If this is okay to you. Great. All right, that is so much fun. I think we are done. I think we're done. All right, let's summarize real quick and finish our little stream for today. What did we create for this week's Homebrew challenge? We created a We created a faction, an NPC faction called the Speedy Professional Independent Express Dispatch, short the dispatches. And no one should know its real acronym, S.P.I.E.D. They have a tagline, a letter a day keeps sadness away, because they really want to get your money and send out letters that they then can read. Overview, it's a Drakona-led mail delivery company operating for a century now, so a really long time. They hold many outposts in all major cities, providing services to the masses. And they have a secret. What only very few know. I missed a few here. The company is a secret intelligence or spy network, and they are actually reading the mail they are delivering and trading in their secrets. So yeah, it makes so much sense, and I love this so much. We have a few notable NPCs. We have Bernard the Stamp Stompington. He is a Drakona CEO. He has his personality or quirks are he's very charming, accommodating, but the company always goes first, and he talks very loudly all the time. His motivation to do is Bernard once prevented a coup via the information he gained while delivering messages. Now he feels responsible for keeping the people safe, ignoring the highly questionable methods they are employing. And he has a really cool feature thanks to the Ettins, fast travel. A PC or the whole party may convince Bernard to be wrapped up as a package and sent to a location of their choice, basically fast travel. This either costs 1 bag of gold. It's fine. One bag of gold for one PC and for a whole party. I will not change this. Or a successful presence roll, so they can actually convince him. Whether or not the PCs are getting delivered to the right location depends on the attitude of the company or Bernard towards the PCs. So really fun if they are not nice to the company, or if the company knows juicy secrets or is actually getting getting paid by a secret organization from a campaign. Bernard can send the PCs right into the grasp of the enemies. That is really fun. Then we have Bartholomew Bow III, a bumblebee ferry courier. A very jittery, clumsy, and narcoleptic courier. Their motivation to work is they are a pollen nerd collecting specimens from all over the world. They have this courier job as a side hustle to earn a bit of gold while hunting for rare pollen. Pollen rush, they have a reaction when the PC provide a rare pollen or information about the source of rare pollen to Bow. They become pollen crazed. While pollen crazed, Bow offers this same day express delivery without its associated gold cost, because usually it would cost a whole bag of gold. Then we have, lastly, our other employee is Zespin Zippy Slowburn, a giant sloth employee, short-tempered, unhurried, and extremely sloth. And they are in it for the money. They need to feed their large family, and actually they are in secret handling the information exchange and do not have any motivation to work efficiently on the mail service business. And also, thanks to the Ettins and the chat, this feature is super fun. What is that you wanted? A passive when the PC start to talk to Zippy? No, wait, start talking to Zippy. That was fine. Start talking to Zippy. Here we go. The GM starts a progress counter on 4 to see when their case is getting finished. So basically, the PCs go to Zippy, ask them, hey, deliver something for us. And they're like, okay, let me finish, let me work on this. But they are just not finishing this. But the PCs may spend hope to encourage the sloth to work quicker, to encourage Zippy to work quicker, ticking down the countdown by 1. When the countdown triggers, reveal that the sloth has worked on another case instead. That Zippy has worked on another case instead. Oh my god, their case wasn't worked at, and start the progress countdown anew. And this will just loop and loop and loop, and they will realize their case will never get worked at. That is so fun, so mean, but I love it so much. All right, then we also defined a few services that the PCs can ask for. We went over this, but just one more time. For a few handful of golds, they can get a letter delivery until the end of the next long rest, a parcel delivery until the end of the next long rest. Here we go. For a handful of gold, they can get the service that the couriers won't open the letter for the information. Very important. But the PCs don't know that unless they... I mean, the PCs won't have this option unless they already got the information. Offer extra non-magical gift wrapping or themed packaging, and an extra service can be a single telegram. For a few bags of gold, same-day express delivery, but as I mentioned, express delivery is really dangerous because there can be the chance that the mail is getting destroyed. Bribe to fly into dangerous territory. Offer magical gift wrapping that only unfolds when with the right person. And for a chest of gold, I can get the whole company's resources for a whole day, which is also very fun. Which can be very, very fun in certain situations. All right, I think we've done it. We've created our little S.P.I.E.D NPC faction. That was a lot of fun. And I think we're going to end it here. Thank you so much for everyone who came over to this chat and helped me to create this little NPC faction. That was something new. I never did this before. But I can already see that I would like to pursue this idea more in the future. That is so fun. That is cool. So thanks again for coming over. Yeah, I think I'm going to finish this here. Where can you find all of the information? This piece, this NPC faction, I created for this week's Homebrew design challenge, and the Reddit post, the Reddit thread, including all of this, what I've written here, my edition for this week's Homebrew challenge, I will write after our stream, and you can find the Reddit thread then, or if you are on the Heart of Daggers Discord server, you can find it there as well in its own dedicated little thread. If you feel motivated or inspired to join in as well for this week's challenge, for this week's design challenge, please post it either on the Reddit or in the Discord server. And I think to finish this here, perhaps I can leave, perhaps Jeremy Raven, if you could help me with this, we could leave a few links where you can find myself. I was Arthur the Bard, or I am Arthur the Bard rather. I am one part of Bard and Raven, which you probably know that since you're on this YouTube channel, Bard and Raven. And yes, I think my brain is blanking. I think I'm just going to finish this right here. You will find a few links on our little end screen for this stream as well. Find us. Thank you so much for coming, and have a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful week. See you next week, Monday, when we look at another piece of art and create more homebrew for this wonderful game that is called Daggerheart. Have a good one, everyone. See you around.